Jalen Ramsey, which when he got re-signed for a crap ton of money and for a hot second was the highest paid corner in the NFL, my number one question was, why? Because, I mean, listen, all due respect to Jalen Ramsey, but besides being burned by Devontae Adams, a little bit older, has been dealing with some injuries and then giving a major contract. And then, oh, look, the Miami Dolphins are looking to trade Jalen Ramsey after all that. And I feel like they're in this rebuild, but don't want to say rebuild because it's like a dirty word. And they're like, oh, no, we're just reorganizing. And again, a little bit of a veteran, he's been around for a while. But then I just don't understand why you're paying him all that money. And on top of that, the secondary for the Dolphins, holy crap, man. Like from being like one of the best in the NFL these past few years, kind of lost everybody. So
yeah, they
Miami,
don't have anybody.
I'm so sorry. What'd you say?
Gone. Everybody gone.
Yeah, they're gone now. They're not there.
And they want to get rid of the guy who's pretty good. Specifically on their team. So
the Dolphins are a weird case, though. Like, obviously, Tyreek Hill, yeah. And then I feel it's just that window because I like that offseason when they're trading for Tyreek Hill and it's like, oh, crap, like they finally got like two of all these weapons. They got the head coach, like they got everything. And it just never came together, whether it was due to injuries, whether it was just like couldn't get it done when they needed it to. And ultimately, it just feels like they missed that window. And the Dolphins are back at that same point where they're like, okay, we're still rocking with Tua, but there's not that like insurance that this is going to work out. And I feel like they're kind of in this weird limbo where they'll still be competitive. You just don't know how competitive that team is going to be.
Yeah, I don't know. A Disney villain?
Gaston on his day off.
Your gold in lamp.
And lamp. Oh, so an Aladdin video.
And your long hair.
Tangle?
I want to eat Rapunzel's hair.
Oh.
And that magic carpet, too.
Okay, back to Aladdin.
And that mermaid tail. I'm going to cut it off.
Oh.
And give you Geppetto's legs.
Oh. What?
And then I'll take you to Dia de los Muertos with Coco.
I was about to say, you've been watching a lot of Coco with Carmi. I mean, I watched Coco.
We got Disney. It's on all the time.
I watched Coco with Carmi when I was there. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's why Jalen Ramsey will be in Coco 2.
They are making a Coco 2, unfortunately. They are. First one's good.
What were we talking about?
Jalen Ramsey.
God.
Their secondary. The lack of knowing if the Dolphins are going to be a competitive team where it looks like they missed their window.
It's hard to gauge whether or not trading Jalen Ramsey for the Dolphins makes sense until we know what they can actually get for him, right?
I don't think they're getting a lot.
That's the thing. Like, if they get something significant, then you're like, all right, they are going to reset. Their defense been riddled with injuries, and it is hemorrhaged talented players over the last 2 seasons, off seasons. You're looking at that situation where both Tyreek Hill and Jalen Ramsey got extensions recently, and like, the guy you want to trade is Tyreek Hill, not Jalen Ramsey, really, for your team specifically.
Sure.
And both guys have the same question. You don't know how much great football's left in either of those players. So, yeah, it was very perplexing to see that and the way it came about, usually it's like a player requests a trade, right?
Sure.
So it's like, oh, okay. He did not ask for more money because he just got more money, and he got more money the year before that. So the Dolphins went to him, talked to him and his agent, and then decided it'd be best if they traded him.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole situation is just weird.
To go back to where we were before about Jalen Ramsey, I think at most you're getting a 5th round pick, maybe. 4th, man, I don't think it's going to go that high just with that contract. But for the Dolphins, I think that they're a team that they just need to figure out what team they're going to be, right? Like, Tua needs to play for a full year. I know that like it's just a very tired narrative about Tua staying healthy, but he has to stay healthy. Like, that is one of the things that you have to be able to really take a good look at what you got. And it just seems like, unfortunately for them, like their window. I think they'll be competitive again, especially within the division. But if they win a playoff game, I feel like that's a hugely successful season because it's been a hot minute that's happened. But I don't know how you build on it right now. If Tua is able to stay healthy and he's your guy, then you have a foundation to build upon. But it looks like, Tyreek Hill, I don't know how much longer he's going to be in Miami. Like even if it's for another season or two, I just don't see it lasting too long. And yeah, then it's going to be decision time. So
yeah. I mean, Miami, they can use corner. They need defensive line help. They need offensive line help. And I think they needed corner help before this news. So both their lines, Armstead retires. They lost Wilkins the last offseason. Bradley Chubb was hurt all last year still. They need to be better in the trenches.
Yeah.
Significantly. For them
Armstead's
even
just retired too.
What's that?
Armstead retired too.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, did you say? I'm so sorry.
God. You're turning into me.
Who?
You. You're probably right. 3rd round draft pick is the most you'll get.
No, I said
Jalen Ramsey. Oh, you said 5th?
Dude, they traded. They got him for a 3rd round,
but that doesn't matter.
I think the
Cowboys traded Amari Cooper for a 5th, and the Browns got a 3rd for Amari this last year. So you just never know which. The Cowboys might give up a 2nd for Jalen Ramsey right now.
They might.
I don't know how the fuck your Cowboys are going to mess up the draft, guys.
Going all in.
Give a 1st round pick for Jalen Ramsey.
Jared Jones. Greer said trading Tyreek wasn't on the table. He did say he would consider it for 2 firsts. It's also fair. I mean, I think a lot of teams would trade away lots of players for 2 firsts. Yeah, I think that they're just going to let him rock. Because, sorry, real quick, what's his contract looking like?
He got a new one last offseason too.
So he's on a 3-year, $90 million deal. So they have an out after this year. I imagine that they are going to be taking that or a significant restructure because right now, this season, it's $27 million cap hit. So they could get out of it after this season for a $15 million cap hit. And then in 2026, his cap hit is nearly $52 million.
Tyreek's?
Yeah.
Great work, Miami.
Yeah. So I would imagine this is probably going to be his last year or they're going to have to significantly restructure that because, that's a lot of money.
The Dolphins really thought last year was they were in their window, right?
Yeah.
And it didn't work because Tua got hurt again. That's all that really shakes it. You don't extend both those guys last year, kick a bunch of money down the road. That's a Saints move. That's a very Saints front office type move. And you do have Tua. You can do it. And you got to keep doing it. But you should have brought back another one of they let Van Ginkel go. They let Wilkins go. Javon Holland left this offseason. It's hard. It's hard when you let premier players go to stay competitive. But
yeah,